If you've been gardening for a long time, you probably have a junky area like I had. A corner you keep walking past, it's piled with stuff, you keep ignoring it because nobody really sees it. So today, I'm going to show you step by step what I did to fix it and how it transformed into my embarrassment to my favorite place to sit in the garden. Let me show you. I just took everything out, completely everything out, every pot, every tool, every scrap piece of wood, and I stood in that bare corner and I made myself really look at it. And I asked myself two things. How do I want this space to feel? And number two, how am I actually going to use it? Because it does have to be functional, but I still wanted it to look great. And then I made myself a vision board or a design board, which I actually do for each project. It's the single most money-saving thing that I have ever done. And if I'm tempted to buy something that's not on the board when I'm at the nursery, I just skip it because I know I've got a plan. But here's where most people get it backwards. They start with the small pieces, the fun, cute accessories, the watering cans, or they find something on sale and they buy it, and then they try to build the space around it. And that is exactly the wrong order. You need to start with the biggest, most important pieces because that's what gives your space structure. You start with the biggest, most dramatic pieces, and everything else you put in there has to answer to that. For my tall wall, it was the clock. I found it when I was thrifting, but when I first hung it up, it looked too lightweight. It looked like a flimsy decoration, something that didn't quite belong there. So I took it to a fabrication shop, and they added a larger black plastic disc behind the original piece, and that's what gave it the weight that it needed. So remember, when you buy something at a thrift shop for your space, you're not stuck with the way you buy it. You can always make it bigger and weightier, or you can make it smaller to fit the space by taking pieces off. For the lower half of the wall, I found a treasure at Ray's Trading Company, and this tray is so perfect. And the way I knew it was perfect was because I had already measured the space. I knew what I was looking for. Now this next part was important and where I put most of my focus because the potting bench is where I'm going to spend most of my time. The first thing I did was give my potting bench a little makeover. I cleaned it, I sanded it, I gave the top 2 coats of black paint, and the rest of it I just oiled because I like the look of the bare wood, but it was pretty dried out, so I wanted to revitalize it by just painting oil on it. Then, to add height, I put a 3-foot by 6-foot trellis on each side. So by putting 2 trellises, one on each side, I gave this wall balance. I put a 1-gallon boxwood in each pot. I took needlepoint ivy that I had propagated myself with my little propagation box, and I wound that up through the trellis and I secured it with little twist ties. And above the potting bench, I already had a shelf, but I repainted it, and I had created a focal point in the past with pots, but my neighbor's cat loves to walk on the fence and it kept knocking the pots off. So this time my husband helped me anchor every pot on that shelf with a small washer and a screw through the bottom. And now my neighbor's cat can walk through as many times as she wants and I don't have to worry. I found some cool storage boxes for my tools at Restore. They were less than $5 each, and I put some handles on them that I got on Amazon. Now I've got a stylish way to store my tools. I will bring these in during the winter though. Here's what a lot of people overlook, what's happening at the ground level. So I transplanted some liriope from another part of my garden, and I think it adds a sweet little finishing touch to the corners of the planters. On the other side, I hung a thrifted mirror that I had bought and shown you in a previous video. I bought it for only $13 at Restore. I put a couple coats of black paint, and I think it creates a true focal point for this wall. When I come around the corner, I actually feel good about the room or the space I'm walking into. I'm not embarrassed. I've got a cool little spot to sit and read. And that potting bench, I didn't expect it to turn out this great. It's stylish, it's functional, and for the first time, it's a place I actually want to spend time in. I love it. I hope this gave you something you can actually use, an idea, an approach, or just proof that your neglected corner has more potential than you think. Even if one thing from this project lands with you, your time here was worth it. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.